the concubine's children be in line for the throne. That's how the Hyksos married into power and took over. That's the story. I think that's the story of Esther in the Bible. The Jewish lady who convinced the king to protect her people, and then her people ended up taking over. I think it's the story of Esther, if I ain't mistaken.
Right, that's the one they go by in the Eastern Star.
Mm-hmm. Because it's telling you the history, right? So when you look at a Khazarian is a Tamahu and a Moor.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that they didn't know is the Tamahu was from Earth. So they had more Earth rights than the Moor that ain't from Earth.
Look at that. Look at that shit. Ooh-wee.
So they needed to figure out how to control the Earth. So they used the byproduct. They couldn't make them full royalty. So what did they do? They made them put them over to finance. That's how they became bankers. Rothschild bankers.
Now that's these dirty Moors that you're talking about right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The righteous one had nothing to do with it. But he had to suffer. The good had to suffer with the bad. It's a side effect to that, though. Because the good that's suffering with the bad is building up pre-karma. That means that when the bad ones get their karma, we get everybody's reward.
Look at that shit. Pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a rainbow, but I know it was a nasty goddamn trick.
God damn, Rod. Damn.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to take two more people, man, and I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay, Rod, man. Appreciate it. It's good talking with you again, cuz. And
we'll wrap it, man. Always. You know, me and you get to talking, be left everybody out.
Man, I want to talk some other shit. But look. Like I told you before, when you get ready to come to the end town, I got you, cuz. You hear me?
Oh, yeah. I'll be down there soon.
Yes, sir. All right.
I can't tell you when. I know it'll be after July.
Okay.
I'll be free after that.
Yeah, we need to see what's going to happen after 4th of July or some shit like that first anyway, ain't?
Yeah, boy, you got a couple of critical dates to look for a significant event on. The 4th, the 6th, and the 19th.
Wow. Okay.
But whatever the event is, it's gonna be like lighting a fuse to something that's gonna transpire between September and October. That's when the big stuff gonna go down.
Look at that shit, man. Look at that. See that energy of I ain't trying to pat my back, but you know how much shit we done hit just in this little short time we've been rapping.
What?
I said, I know in this short time that we've been rapping, we done hit too many bullets, too many points.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, Rod. Appreciate that, man.
All the time, man. All the time. Organic section. Somebody posted a question for me to answer. Can you speak on the land of DC? It's not DC no more. That's all I can tell you. It ain't DC no more. I already went over enough DC stuff. Yo.
Hello.
Hey there. How you doing?
Hi there. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay.
Looking cute as you want to be. And looking cute as you want to be.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your information, and we definitely appreciate it. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I hear an echo. Do you hear an echo?
Not on this end. I don't hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's fine. I just had two questions actually that I wanted to ask. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but my first question was about, um, truth seekers that want to talk about everything that's actually going on in the universe, and trying to find and develop genuine connections with others that are
Like
also
minded.
seeking truth. Among all the programming that people are going through right now, it's hard to find genuine connections. It's hard to find genuine friends to talk about these things. It's hard to find relationships. So I just wanted to know your thoughts on that.
When you have a difficult time finding like minded people, it's because the universe had you in isolation. It's a lot of people that's like minded and that's good quality people, but you can't see them right now because you're supposed to be in your isolation stage. Before you become the
Mm,
butterfly, you have to first go into the cocoon.
mm,
You're in the part where you can't see none of them because your vision is veiled from them so that you could do your isolation work. Your isolation period is the time when you do the self work. You do your cleansing, your meditations, you get your focus, and you
mm,
determine how can I make my life heaven on earth. That's the only thing that you're concerned about during the isolation period. But as you develop the program, your isolation, the people start straggling in slow at first, and then you get a wave of people that come
mm.
in, depending on what you're doing. But the isolation period is for the self work. We all go through it. I see the answer
Okay.
processing for you.
Okay. um. Yeah. No, that definitely hits. Um. I also had a question about the 13th sign, off Eucus, or the 13th constellation. If you had some words on that.
The real 13th seat is called the Great Mother Seat, a Tawaret. It's the eye. It's the point in the eye. That's the black dot. It's the symbolism for it, right? So when your pupil dilate in the darkness, this is the opening up of the mind's eye to see through the darkness. So it's allowing more light to be captured by the optic nerves and the cones in the back of the eye. So the true 13th seat is called the Queen Mother seat, and it's a reference to the Great Mother Tawaret, who was the first symbol that was used to depict the deity on earth. It's the oldest god known on earth. It's Tawaret, other than earth
Um,
itself.
okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate the information.
You're welcome, sweetie.
That's all. That's all I have. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Thank you
Maybe
for
I'll see
coming
you
up and
soon.
asking your question.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, thank you for coming up and asking your question. Maybe somebody got
Yes, thank you
something.
for sharing your information. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right. I'll talk to you
Everybody
later.
on here, keep speaking your truth. Blessings and love to you.
All right, sweetie. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye bye.
Somebody had asked about LSD. LSD is synthetic psilocybin. It's man-made psilocybin. It's using the chemical composition of the psilocybin um, in order to make a synthetic substance.
Big
Peace,
brother.
peace, my man. How can I help you today?
Come on, man. You remember Zoe. You remember me. I was going to ask you to leave. I would bring Zoe on here. It was a while ago. You ain't gotta remember. I just wanted to say what's up, man. Peace
Oh,
and love.
appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
I ain't got no questions because we talk in a different way, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I feel,
DeAnthony from Detroit.
yeah,
Givens.
yeah. Matter of fact, you got Facebook?
Yeah.
Inbox me on Wild Hangs so we can link up.
I already know that. Man, all I want to do, I want to say you do what you got to do, and you are always there for people who understand. Mother Sucker traveled through the skies, traveled through minds, traveled through hearts. I don't want to take up much time. I ain't got no questions because ever since we've been talking, we hit on more deeper of a level than anything. And I go through things I go through. We come back to reality with these mother suckers because it don't matter what I was taking through, what anything is. That light gonna shine and we gonna shoot that love up.
Yeah,
And the sun gonna put it back on us. We're gonna cry, we're gonna do whatever we wanna do. But at the end of the day, can't nothing fuck with us. Cause we got the big mama, we got the family, we got the papa, we got the co-creators of creation in here with us. And that's on the inside. I do want you to talk about these different colors of corn and then the dance of the different colors of people because if we share that them things run together with me because the corn is different colors and everybody dance is different. So I would like you to touch on that, my good sir. But I just wanted to say what's up, and we always have our conversations, and I appreciate you, my brother. Big
okay.
Mama
Appreciate
dropping,
it.
ain't nobody touching nobody. I seen you in that white suit, talking about you ain't want no monkey suit, you would fly. But anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that wasn't no suit. That was a two-piece Hindu outfit.
It looked believable.
That wasn't no monkey suit. That was
No,
a
I know you said you hated monkey suits.
yeah. I hate the pair of suits are Masonic.
I was saying you looked at fly. You don't come around Big Mama if you ain't got your wife. Now you gotta fight and you gotta eat a lot of stuff. But I want you to talk about the I'm gonna talk about the correlation between the corn
Go ahead,
and
tell
the
me about it,
different
man.
dance.
Put it out there. Give you something to talk about while you up here.
Because you said every corn is every color corn is a representation of the different tribes, and every tribe got a different dance no matter what. And then we keep each other fresh by meeting new tribes and intermingling and teaching each other to dance. So now we got 2 year olds who come out automatically doing the new dance, but not understanding that this is in their soul. It ain't no new dance, and it's like I want to say popcorn music to influence them, but they influence it more than these things ever touch our children because they show the cascade love that our parents never knew they left. My dad, he died, and he didn't know the mark he left. He did not know what the mark he left is because he died from their system. He was doing drugs. They gave him a new heart. Whatever story they gave me, he died because he went back and they gave him a bad batch. But the thing is, no matter how he feared when he died, his he had 5 children, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
got about 25 of them. So our 25 is leaving nothing but the cascading beauty that's that's dancing. And there's so much joy in our family. Like little girls argue, boys argue, father and sons argue. But when we get together, man, we cook and we have such a joy and beauty like cousins that ain't seen each other in a long time and automatically just take care of each other. And then that even spread out more like my daughter and my sister, her godson. She like, don't you be talking to my god brother like that? So it's such a beautiful protection and I will put it once that what was when the sun did that eclipse and Big Mom was talking about that was me that they would come on, man, them birds, let's just go. I'm glad you picked on me because look, ain't nothing but love out here and I don't care what they do. We're gonna stand up for it and they can't beat us and we all going through the same thing and they not gonna beat us because they just want to learn something. Man, we ain't gonna do them like they did us. Ain't no sun coming down. Ain't no floods coming around. Everybody go get that good loving back into the fold. I
Yeah,
just wanted to hit that.
yeah. Love them back into the circle.
They got no choice.
That's that. You telling the people how our culture operates that's different than this new culture that they trying to force upon us. Because this where the concept of the family reunion come from. That don't come from nowhere in the world but here. The whole idea of a family reunion only comes from here. We've been doing it for thousands of years. People in other parts of the world don't do family reunions. We do family reunions. Ain't no big eyes and no little U's. We just need to know who we related to so we can know how to respect them when we bump into them in foreign places.
Ooh. And then look, it's only one faith. So I got this one thing. If I got time, I can read it. But I researched June. I researched June the 4th, and on June the 4th, they say the so-called Torah came down. But the thing is, all three of them, everybody respect the same damn mountain. So why isn't it? Why did they say it's different faiths and just not the one? Because they want to take something from anything. But the whole point of the thing was the spirit came down to everybody. Now you can classify it however they want, right? But I have learned from what I have been through, if I had to speak about the prime curator or God to anybody, I would. It ain't no names. It's above names. I just do this. That's it. That,
So everybody got a crash out in their family, right? But it's only one person that can make the crash out back down, and she called mama.
she told me, let
See,
me
the
say
only
it
one
clear.
can. The brothers be like, man, I ain't finna tell that clown that he about to tear something up. You better get out of his way. They already know how he cut. The only one can carry, hey boy, bring your little nappy here tail on over here and get out there. Let them people go about their business. Okay, mama. But then there's gonna come a time in his life he might know 1,000 women. It's just gonna be one. If he hear her voice and he acting up, and she like, "What you think you doing?" Oh, baby, I was just no. That's that mitochondrial switch. Mama gonna use you to test every woman you encounter until she find the one that's gonna love you unconditionally. And then when mama leaves, she's leaving her as your host, your mitochondrial host. That's the sacred union of the true marriage of the heavenly ones married in a heavenly place that's being played out on earth. It's all
Ain't nothing you
spiritual.
can do. It is,
This,
and it's
this is why they
beautiful.
say don't be unevenly yoked. When your mama tell you that girl ain't no good for you, you don't believe her, and then you get drugged through the mud because you ain't listened to your mama when she told you the girl wasn't no good out the gate because you thought you knew better because your heart felt for this female more than it did for the wisdom your mama was dropping on you. We all got them. Like I got sisters and cousins right now. If I bring a riding bitch around, they
They
calling her
get
on her
them.
bullshit out the gate. I can't bring her around them and she ain't no rider because they gonna tear her apart. It's gonna be putting a bleeding goldfish in a bucket of piranhas.
But mama don't change her mind. She might say the first instinct of it is the truth. Now you can hear whatever you want to hear, but the first thing that mama say is the truth. If mama plead the case, you're gonna have to go back and remember. You
Mm-hmm.
it ain't no new shit. It ain't because of what had happened and this and that. No, longevity is only in our time. Like I was just talking about the cascade and things. Um, what happened before it has no bearing on the new site of new revelations or anything. So when mama said at first, this gonna hold even above mama trying to say a different way next time. Because it
Mm-hmm.
is what it is.
Yeah. Well, most of the time she ain't gonna change what she told you.
Never. She only gonna change the way
She's gonna
for
change the way she explains it to you because she's still trying to get it through your thick ass skull. That
thick
mama done
ass.
been there, baby. She done done that. She know what you're going through because she done been through it herself. She already telling you from experience, but we don't want to listen. Look, this how mama test her. Mama is connected to son through unconditional love in the heart chakra. It's
Mama
a,
was 60 today. My mama turned 60 today. Just want to throw that one out there. She
happy
just turned.
celebratory, mama. But look,
Woo.
so while mama loved her son unconditionally, the only way that she could telepathically communicate with a suitor is her love have to be equally unconditional. This is what Freud called the Oedipus complex. The
Said
son,
Oedipus.
the Oedipus complex, where the
Oedipus.
son have a predisposition. Ain't got nothing to do with her marrying a mama. It got everything to do with her finding somebody that vibrate on the unconditional love frequency. And once you find that female, they talking telepathically, and you the jumper station and don't even know it. They communicate because they both love you the same unconditionally.
And
I
they got the
love you for
same
free.
way act. They got the same acts. They got the same ways of.
In a lot of ways, they are very similar, and this
Mhm.
is why he called it the Oedipus complex, right? And he turned it into a psychological um, um, diagnosis.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Now, the father's job for the daughter, right, is similar. He can't allow her to have a son with a guy that's not equally as protective of her as he is, right? But if they have a baby, it can only be a girl. The the reward come in is that the father will say, "This dude, will look out for my daughter like me." In the reward, this is when you hit the jackpot. You have a son, right?
That was the first one.
Right. Because this is the gift from the fatherland, the Y chromosome haplogroup,
I'm
right?
gonna have to
So,
watch this again. Come on, please don't
so
stop.
remember the Y chromosome is continuously scanned by the X. So the better of a person you are, the cleaner the scan is, the better replica quality of the child of the father. That's why you got some dude children look just like him, and then some children like, it might be this.
It might be, yeah. But no,
Right?
I
You
know you
gotta
look at
actually
man.
take, yeah, you have to actually take a blood test. But some people you can look
Oh
at them,
man.
look at, oh, that's definitely his son.
Nah,
That's
I ain't
because,
had none of them blood tests. They
right?
look
You can't.
Zoe,
The baby
let's say
came.
bye to Brian.
The baby,
Remember she did the go
yeah,
ahead.
the baby comes through in what you call from a pure place. There's no
Talk
there's
to
no
you.
negative karma on the developing child. So he began to take on the best characteristics of the father. That's how genetics is controlled through spirit.
Okay, I got one boy, three girls. You met Zoe. I don't know if you remember you met Zoe. You did the rap about
Mm-hmm.
going to high school. Yeah, come on. I ain't gonna play with you, mother sucker. She in
Where's she at?
soccer now. She doing good. Zoe, come here. She did the beatbox and she rapped this harmony now. Look, I put her on there. That's
Hey,
harmony.
sweetie, how you doing?
Look, she out there. Look, they all look. I couldn't question it if I want to. Come on, come say hi to Rob. Look, we ain't worried about hairdos. All our hair look the same.
Hey,
Remember? Look, she graduated fifth grade, brother.
oh,
I'm going into middle
congratulations,
school.
sweetie.
No, I graduated fourth. Fifth grade is in middle school.
Excuse me. Yeah, and she got good flow now. Um, we
Hey, look,
moving like you said. I'm talking to you on
that's baby
Facebook.
big mama right there. That's you ought to give
Come
her a
on,
rap
all
number.
of you see what you look. Ain't? Get
Look,
on
that's
my
baby big
head.
mama.
She don't play.
You call her baby big mama because she corrected you immediately.
immediately. All
No
I'm doing.
hesitation. She wasn't scared to say it. She was confident in what she was saying, and she explained to you the difference in the two things that you been pointing out.
That's why I knew. Cause remember you read the first time, but she's in a little acting school. She's doing her thing. The boy, it happened a little different, but we great now. He got his own car. He got his own place. And now it's the girls. But the girl, I'm telling you, it's nothing. Hey, come on, don't do that word. It's nothing but cascading. No matter what how I die is, the covenant is solidified because no matter what I do, they're gonna grow in their righteousness that come from the sun, that come from us, that come from the light. And not even saying darkness is a bad thing, but be put in this place and captive.
Yeah.
So no matter what the hell I went through, and we can get into it, me and you personal, but it don't matter. It only brought grapes to the wine. It only fermented everything because nothing
That's how
can
they're
be
supposed
stopped.
to be. Everything you go through is part of developing who you're gonna become when you get to your destination of father is the greatest title a man can ever ask for.
What's the word you said? You said the something of the father. It was a while ago in the video. It's called the showing of the father, how the father grow up. How the father become okay. So I can explain it without just guessing the damn words. Like I've been a father and a son. This is the only way I know how to see the creator in this life. Now a mother and a daughter know a different way. But I know how to be a father and a son and to be a great father. Your son asks you for anybody asks you for food, you ain't gonna give him a rock. So we can
Right.
hit the sepulcher, we can hit everything, but I know that the truth is here. And we can call it the heart whatever you want, but that shit gonna make your head tingle, and it's gonna make your feet tingle, and your whole body gonna feel so much joy just at these thoughts in exchange. We gonna
Man,
keep it right
I
here.
look at my children, I just be smiling just as big. I tell you, father is the greatest title a man can ever ask for.
Woo! Be gifted, granted. First of all, you even said it when you looked at Zoe. You said that you might as well just call her Big Mama. Don't hug her too hard because it's gonna hurt her arms with the wing.
Yes, sir.
Hey, like you said, I'm gonna get with you. I've been doing a lot of writing lately. I'm gonna let other people go if you have one more time for somebody else because you are a damn treasure and a gift to a lot of people. But definitely I want to get to you. What's your Facebook?
Rod Hayes.
Oh, you back? Okay, you just back at the regular Rod Hayes.
Yeah.
All right, well I'm on you. And you remember I invited you to Forks Grill. This is where I started cooking back again. So bring your ass down to Detroit and come eat a little bit, Mr. Chief.
We put something together. Inbox
I
me.
love Cal. Know what you do, man. Don't tell me shit. I seen you working out and all the boxing and all the work you have put in. You used to be skinny. I seen this skinny nigga. It was a skinny ride. Talking about I just quit my job before.
Yeah.
I tried. Huh?
It was GM. But look,
Okay,
I
one
was
of them.
I was doing all these back to back fasts back then.
Hmm.
And it took away a lot of my weight. I lost about 70 pounds.
My son, he did a 30-day fast. The son, his name Deanthony, same as me. Um, he on this road too. I'm just saying, I seen you skinny. I seen you with big muscles and can fight, but don't fight nobody. The thing about the Hulk, the reason why he was the greatest is because he could destroy everybody and didn't want to fight a damn thing. And this is why I fucks with you because like nobody can make you mad. I'm still working on that shit in me. You put in a lot of damn work, and we do not put a lot of work in like the King do the motherfucker. King Kong, call yourself whatever you want. I call you my brother. I've been following you for a while, as just as long as anybody. All I'm saying is I don't care about what anybody say. When you bring the positive vision that you have in your head, about everything into anything. This is the key. You might say I don't mess with that person, but you never dog on them or down on them for anything. And you don't send people for dumbass wars. I'm fucking with you, brother. You introduced me to a lot of things. I heard the birds. I heard Big Mama. I seen the phoenix in the sky. I can go on and on. I do the sun staring. Hopefully Ty's retired. I'm going on a lot. Hopefully Ty's is on that beach, whatever he want to do. But mother
Okay. Yeah.
sucker.
But we just got to create the ability for him to not have to keep running himself ragged. And we're working on it. We ain't there yet.
No,
But Doctor,
we
yeah, Doctor G been looking out for him, making sure he don't overwork himself. But she can only do so much because she can make suggestions. She can't tell him what to do. He gonna do what he gonna
He
do.
gonna be building shelves and look. He
Yeah.
gonna be doing shit.
When he do that, that's his hobby slash side hustle. It's something that he glad to do.
He
He'll
ain't
do
gonna
that.
never stay and do it for free.
Yeah, he'll do it for free. So that's how you be productive in life. You find something you love to do that you're willing to do for free, and that's what you do. And people will honor you, and they'll make you take a payment even if you don't want one.
After they made your ass take a payment, you ain't never want a payment.
Yeah, my feelings used to get hurt when people used to ask for my cash out.
I
But
know
I
that. They
understand
made
that.
you take it.
Yeah, I understand the law of reciprocity, and as doing the work that I'm doing, I'm not supposed to tell somebody you can't send me nothing because it's blocking their blessing, not mine. They trying to give me a blessing in order to open up theirs. So the channel of reciprocity.
And you gave a shout out for look, much as my brother know, you just gave a shout out for learning something. And a lot of people, I mean, everybody can do that.
Yeah,
I just appreciate you did it right now because they freaking forced you. They forced you to take the kind of thing like you better take it. They didn't force you because ain't nobody gonna force Rod to do shit.
I
But you
know
was
what you
like, all
mean.
right.
Though. I know what you're talking about. But they kept on asking.
Because we don't charge for gifts that's it's a hobby. It's a
Look, I tell
hobby.
people this all the time. I don't charge for information because my brother and sister bought all the books already. They paid for it.
You
All the
taught
stuff.
yourself courses.
Yeah, yeah. I wrote my own curriculum.
That's what you taught me.
Yeah, I wrote
That's
my
what you
own
taught
curriculum.
me. I'm from Detroit City, man. You popped up at the divine timing. Divine timing is a motherfucker. Um, we taking all the perversion out of everything, and like I say, I appreciate you. I like to hear you got going on now. You getting it together. Look, it's wild. It is what it is, but it naturally grown.
Yeah, but I want to get man plotted up if I could find somebody that could braid it at this length.
Man, you know everybody. Stop play. Anyway, I ain't messing
You
with you.
see me pop on here looking like I got baby dreads.
You might as well, cause look, they be sticking up sometimes. Just stick right up in the ear, man.
But
Um,
we got Lansing checking in.
what I went through, it kind of naturally grew 'em. I went through this thing, and I won't say it was like things trying to get at me. It was only learning and teaching. I cannot fault anything that made me stronger. No matter how low I thought I was, no matter what, I learned how to lay down in the bed of roses and be content and be all right and wake up the next day like everything is already presented, water, clothes, however I want to figure it. Most people couldn't understand it, but it's not up to most people to understand it. I woke up, needed nothing, had nothing, and was all right. People came and got me though and took me to jail. I had a bag full of like bitter herbs and stuff. I learned how to taste. I learned how the herbs taste. I learned how to be fed in this mother sucker.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't consider this experience anything but great.
Look, you don't ever hear me crying about doing 16 years.
Man, come
Listen,
on.
listen, the reason you don't hear me crying about it, I didn't do the time didn't do me. I used the time.
And then how many people? Okay, It was this poem I read the other day. How many fatherless children, how much love and expression did you like? Okay, you did 16 years, but it was some, okay, I'm tingling. It was somebody every day who got guidance in a different way to help them be better. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying that the system is that's what it's, but in that you it's people who actually was helped. Like you said, I made millionaires. Motherfucker came in there broke, and when they left, they got out here and did something and became a millionaire. Now these everybody want a attrition like a recipe of books. So you need the Bible, or you need Narcotics Anonymous, or you need Alcoholics Anonymous. Um, it's a whole way of things that they put that made them to their success, but never the people in the dichotomy of the heart. Because you can read anything you want to read, but that shit ain't gonna get out here and effectively do anything. You got a dogma that you believing in, and if we put dogma backwards, that's like am God. Man, I'm not insinuating anything, but it's any in transliteration, any vowel is replaceable. So what you actually learning is a way to study yourself, and that's that I'm God kind of thing. And I just popped that one right there.
Yeah. But the MA at the end of dogma is also for mother.
Ma, come on. She said, wisdom said, I was here before everything was formed. Wisdom. So, like we were talking about the three who honor everything. They always want to down the mama. No, the mother. Who's the first God we know when we born? The first God you know is mother. The first thing you know. Honor all the laws of your mother. We can go into any of that, but as my mother told me, when you read that shit, you better consult with your heart first. In the closest place that you can ever pray, like we praying now, the closest thing you ever pray to God is right here in the heart.
If you say it in your heart, that's where the love resides. That's where the ear of God is listening. You don't gotta say it out your mouth.
You don't. It's best that you don't, because sometimes it go a lot of different ways out your mouth.
Yeah.
But
The frequency,
mm-hmm.
the projection of the sound like a bullhorn. It goes in the small, out the small hole, the mouth, and broad and expands into, it causes the butterfly effect that produces a Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: to take pervert, we can talk however we talk, but to take the perversion out, to take the perversion that's pressed upon us. Oh, so you this way and that way. The perversion is having any opinion that's not your own. That you're not. That you just want to group with. This is the perversion, and that shit snowballs in any way. My question now, I don't know if I'm taking too much time, but it's the captivity part of how sometimes in our old age, once we hold certain things for so long, it lasts out. Like my uncle, he didn't cuss he wasn't cuss. He was such a cool karate guy, tuba playing, but he had his stroke, right? And after the stroke, he cussed, what the fuck, I want some beep, bloop, bloop, bloop. You know what I'm saying? What's this thing?
So, what you explaining, this is what happened. Suppressing the self, whatever you suppress is going to come out sooner or later. So his eruption came out in the form of a stroke. Then his true self stepped forward and say, fuck what you talking about, fuck who you telling.
He was still cool as mudsucker, but
Yeah.
he was more
But
of a you know what I'm saying? He was more of a
I
kung
know what you're
fu
talking about because
teaching.
he was using so much self discipline
Ooh,
that the discipline became an anchor. And the only way to break free was for the stroke to make him revert back to um, his true self.
balance. You talking balance, Mr. Good Sir.
Yeah.
Before he left, he was very much, his balance had equaled out.
And he knew exactly when to cuss you out and when not to.
Now, he never cussed me out. He used to.
Not you
Only thing
per
he
se,
say, he
but
talk about the women. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to get you. You know what I'm saying? It
you,
wasn't some. If people was messing him over, but for me, nope. He was always the
you know
perfect
who to
uncle.
curse out and who not to curse out.
He taught
After
the old ways, like
mm,
pushing down the trees and gardening, and even still after that, he never was like that up until the day he died. Now maybe at his son because of whatever they was going through, but for me, he was the perfect uncle. Even in that, I used to just die about it. Like, hey, look here, nephew.
yeah. Hey, so let me take. I want to take about two more people before I
Please,
wrap it up.
please. Hey, I appreciate you, man.
All the time, man. All the
Hey,
time.
I'm on you. I'm about to inbox your ass. I'm inbox you here too, man. I love you, man. And thank
All
y'all
right.
for listening to us for that long, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Okay. I see y'all in the comments. Love in the comments. Hey, sweetie pie, how you doing?
You really put me on here. Look, I was over here. I had to send a picture to dispatch. I'm doing stuff. I'm in and out of your live. I know you've seen it.
Mhm.
I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time. I'm on this live. I gotta call you back.
Guess what? We talking now?
That's crazy because it's showing you with still old dude on there. That's crazy on my other phone though. But I'm working, and I've been wanting to catch your lives forever. I don't never. I know you see me hit you and say that like I don't never get no notifications of when you go live, sir.
Well, I've been going live on Facebook because I've been in Instagram jail for about 9, 10 months.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. So now they
Hey
let me
y'all,
out
I'm
of
on Ride Hayes Live.
so they let
Cash
me out of
out.
Instagram jail, and here I am. I got found out last weekend I was out, and
Okay.
I thought I had an interview scheduled for tonight, but it's for tomorrow. So I was like, let me go on my talk to my Instagram fans.
Hey. Hey,
Good.
Rod is the shit.
what
Rod,
what you
you
want to talk about?
amazing.
What you want to talk about?
Okay, I'm learning a lot from you. A lot, a lot. I'm learning about myself, just being out here. Um, what do I want to talk about? What we supposed to be doing? Okay, because I'm sick of this shit. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be paying rent on my land. Electric is free. Water is free. We getting poisoned consistently. My children are being poisoned. I'm sick of this shit. And
Okay.
I know we need unity. I know we all need to wake up and detox our bodies and, you know what I'm saying, tap in, put your feet in the ground, know who you are, know thyself. But for real though, Rod, like what we supposed to be doing?
Okay. First thing, let's take the water and electricity. Water is free until they pollute it.
Okay.
Once it's polluted, you have to pay somebody to clean it up so you can have something to drink. You're not
Okay.
paying for the water. You're paying for them taking shit out the water.
Okay.
But the problem with that is they taking the shit out the water, putting fluoride in it.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
making you pay for being put under mind control because that's what fluoride is, a mind control drug,
Right. Right.
right? Okay, the
I don't feel
electricity,
right.
you're not paying exactly for the electricity. You paying for them to store it in a massive battery and run a facility that'll get it from where it's at to where you at. That's what you're paying for, right?
Okay.
Now, that being said, what we're supposed to be doing depends on our circumstances and situation. If you got children, whatever you're doing to take care of your children is your first priority.
You know it.
And as long as you take care of your children first, if the universe needs you to do something else, you're going to instinctively know because it's going to be directly related to your children. So if you're taking care of your babies properly, and the universe needs you to do something, it's only going to allow you to do something where you operating from the energy called mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's the highest frequency that a woman can vibrate at is mother,
Four.
right?
Nine.
So when you get to that frequency, when the
Yeah.
universe, they going to use all of the sluts, the slimy hoes, and all of them before they come get you to do some dastardly deed. They're not going to come get you for that. Not while you vibrate at the mother frequency. If they need a hoe to go bring down the devil, they gonna
Mm-hmm.
sit her in there because that's what she already into.
Right.
They not gonna send no soccer mom to go trap the devil. They not gonna use her.
Right.
They gonna use her to organize the soccer picnic, to look over the children with the other mothers there as a network in order for them to know to tell the men, you need to get that sucker out of here because he ain't right around these babies. And the rest of the men gonna march his ass right up out of there. Right? So the universe is gonna use you where your highest frequency is being expressed in your life. So your first priority is to take care of home first. This is called constructive selfishness. You can't lend me $20 if I got to give it back to you tomorrow. I might as well wait till tomorrow, right? You don't have it to lend me if you can't afford to give it to me. So don't lend me nothing. Either
Right.
give it to me or let me go get it somewhere else because you're not supposed to put yourself over the barrel as a parent where you can't be effective as a parent. And a lot of people like to lend money that they don't have. If you can't afford to give it to people, don't lend it to them. Because
How
the
you know that?
9 out of 10, when you lend it to them, you probably not gonna see it. Y'all gonna fall out about it. So you sowing the seeds of
True.
dissension with the people you care about the most in the name of a dollar.
But I got a natural instinct to help. I don't care about money. I'll make it, but I want to help people. That's in my heart.
It's in your heart, but you can't help nobody until you're in the position to help them. The first rule of helping other people is help yourself first. When you
Yeah, I
get to
feel
a
that.
certain level, you'll know where you got enough safety net that helping somebody else is not going to knock you off your position.
Right.
You have to secure your position first. You can't be about to fall off a cliff trying to help somebody not fall off a cliff. Both of y'all gonna end up falling. First, you gotta
Right.
get stable, preventing yourself from falling off the cliff before you reach to help somebody else and stop them from falling off the cliff. It's the same with any kind of help. I'm a strong proponent of everybody can do what they can. It's better to congratulate than player hate. I'd rather do something to help you with your progress in your process than to
Mm-hmm.
sit here and talk about you and hope you never make it. The same energy it took for me to hope you never make it and wish bad on you, I could have used that energy to help you succeed, and it probably would have helped me somewhere else. But
Right.
I was so busy hating on you that I missed my blessing because I was so busy hating on you, it rolled right past me. But had I not been so busy hating, I would have seen my blessing rolling in, my gifts rolling in. I can't see them when I'm focused on the negative of what your life about. That's why
Right.
you gotta always now, constructive selfishness means putting yourself in the position that when you can help more people when you stable than when you unstable.
Right. I feel that.
Yeah.
I done came a
So
long way though, Rod.
yeah.
I
You
can
know
give
what
my mama some money. I
yeah.
give my daddy some money. You know, and I think God is clearing people out of my life though that I've had. Keeping me
If
stagnant like energy vampires.
yeah.
And my circle small now, so if you in my circle now, I'll look out for you. But I
Mm,
do get shitted on a lot now. Let me just tell you that.
The worst thing that a good-hearted person can do is help an ungrateful motherfucker. That's the
But I
worst thing
stay
you can do.
blessed though. You can't hurt me. I stay blessed.
Yeah. But look,
I'm gonna get it back
the only
tenfold.
listen, the only reason why it's the worst thing that a good-hearted person could do is help an ungrateful person is because they narrow the bandwidth of return. Gratitude opens the bandwidth. When you
Mm,
grateful and you realize don't nobody owe you nothing and you don't owe nobody nothing, and when you operate from that position, anything you do it from a place of gratitude,
right.
right? And the reciprocity is open in a two-way channel. But when they only care about themselves and they don't care about you, and they want you to use your resources to benefit them, and they don't care what happened to you when you help them, that causes us a one-way channel. It's less
Mm,
bandwidth. Therefore,
mm.
you can't even get your rightful return because that rotten motherfucker standing in the way.
Why? How he know what to say to me?
Tell the truth and shame the devil is all I can tell you.
You feel it, don't you? You knew what to say to me. You knew what I needed to hear. That's crazy. Cause I be thinking I'm doing good.
Yeah, but it's also you can be doing too much good. Too much good is when instead of helping people, you become an enabler. You enable them to misuse you. They're not using you no more. They misusing you now. Right? If I know every month my phone bill coming up, why do I gotta wait till my phone get turned off for you to pay my bill? I'm
Mm,
taking advantage of you by on the slack. You don't need to
right.
see it. And that's also blocking the reciprocity channel. It's closing the bandwidth.
Mm,
In the giver that's becoming the facilitator, it's like putting a whole bunch of stuff in your lane right before you get ready to take your trip. Now you're running over everything, right? But when you open the bandwidth, your lane is clear. Both sides of the street is clear, going both directions. That's why you have to be cautious of who you help. Because if you help the wrong people, they close the bandwidth because they only in it for themselves. But you help the grateful people, the
right.
gratitude, not only do it opens the bandwidth, but it multiply your return in increments of 10.
Mm.
So good people helping good people get you further than good people helping rotten motherfuckers. Because I ain't got nothing for them.
There's too many rotten motherfuckers though. They be talking good too.
Yeah, and all you got to do is once you see what you seen and you know what you know,
Right.
it's up to you to make the choice whether you want to help or not.
Right. Right.
Some people think that they can make you help them because you got it and they want you to help them instead of them going to get it on their own. You can't make me do nothing. I'm going to do what the fuck I was going to do, whether it's going to benefit you or not. Right? You can't tell me that my resources say I can give you $100 today, right?
Hmm.
But you want $200. I can't give you $200. I can give
Right.
you $100. You can't make me give you the other $100. Matter of fact, I tell you what, I can't even give you that now.
Right.
I just remember I got a bill to pay,
Hmm.
and it ain't this one. I'd rather go buy a whole bunch of bags of potato chips and feed them the ducks and fish than to give an ungrateful motherfucker a dime.
Hey, you know I be. Look, I got my bread right here. I so do be throwing it out the window. You hear
Yeah.
me?
Because every animal that you feed is always grateful. You always gonna get a
Yeah.
return.
Yeah.
You
That's
always gonna
real.
get a return.
That's real.
Every animal you feed is grateful. I ain't never heard of an animal that you feed that's ungrateful. All of the animals, they automatically grateful. They automatically open the bandwidth. And that's why you see the old cat lady always putting out for the strays, even though she got a house
Yeah.
full of cats. Right? You see the one lady, she keep a bird house and a bird feeder in her backyard because she like to watch the birds. Right? Another lady might plant a garden full of flowers so she can watch butterflies and bumblebees all day.
Right.
Because that reciprocity is going to be wired into that, and that effort you put in is going to be returned in
That's
increments of
crazy.
10.
You don't even know what you saying to me.
The
I got
problem,
bird feeder in my window. I
the
buy
problem,
bird food
yeah.
every week. Them motherfuckers, by the time I get home, it's gonna be gone. I just left day for yesterday. Filled it up. That's dope.
You got to think.
Okay. So I was telling my mama today about what you posted about the Negritos.
Which one?
Um, that they indigenous to the Americas.
Yeah, that's the scientific name that they gave to the so-called African American. They call it Negrito,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whereas the African is called Negro,
Right.
and we thinking they're the same. They're not.
It's not the same.
According to DNA, they're two different strains of DNA, but you can see reflections of the strain of both on each side of the water because we've been intermarrying with African royalty for thousands of years, long before Columbus got here.
Right. Right.
That's why we didn't have a lot of birth defects until they brought defective people over here.
Where they come from?
Laboratory.
I just wanted you to clarify.
Look, they was manipulating DNA in the laboratory,
That's what I
trying
thought.
to make a being that they can put in perpetual servitude, but that violated galactic law. And in
Mm-hmm.
the occult circles, it's called the Great Debauchery because it was men playing God when
Mm-hmm.
God already had a method of reproduction established on Earth. If you don't come through the portal, you ain't supposed to be here. That's the rule. That's not the exception. So all that Adam and Eve bullshit, that what womb they come through. If you
That's what
can't
I
tell,
was telling. Where did you?
look,
How did think about it? How did a how in the how? Excuse my language. How did a woman come from a man's rib?
what
Huh?
womb was
Y'all don't
you
think
in?
about that.
What womb did she grow in? What womb did that sucker grow in?
And then people be fighting over that shit. Want to argue you down. Make
They
it
will
make sense.
listen. They will kill you about that bullshit.
Hey,
They they doctrines. They will go to war about some fairy tale bullshit because they believe
I'm
it to be
telling
true.
you.
They tell you that's where you know that belief is worse than knowing.
Boy, Rod, I love you. I swear, hey man, nah, for real. I've been on a spiritual journey ever since my brother got killed, and it woke me up, and I came across you, and I've been on you ever since. I can listen to you talk all day. I don't gotta see you on live. I'm gonna catch you on YouTube. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You is one of the realest, cause you know they be killing y'all.
Yeah, they tried. That shit don't work on me though.
I'm sending you protection. You hear me? Leave it. Don't leave him alone.
Listen, I got some spiritual warriors who've been protecting me
I know
from
you.
birth.
Okay.
From birth. My mama took me to every old lady on the land that she could find when I was a baby to touch me.
I know that's right.
Make sure I get the big mama rub.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't worried about it. They tried to kill me a whole bunch of times. Oh, that shit don't work. It
Me
ain't because
too.
I'm too good to get killed. Look,
Okay.
I'll be telling people I ain't let a nigga kill me in the street because I ain't know what to tell my mama.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out how I was going to explain it to my mama, so I wouldn't let nobody kill me.
I know that's right.
And the only way to keep them from killing you at that point is you got to be steps ahead of what they thinking.
Yeah.
They expecting me to be here. I'm not going to be there. I already seen the bullshit coming. I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
Right?
Trust
But,
your gut.
yeah.
Trust your fucking gut. Do you hear me, people? Tell your kids that. That is so vital in everything we do. If you listen to your gut, you'll never go wrong.
Yeah. Your instincts, they're there for a
To be
reason.
on point.
You
On
know,
point.
your emotions is your navigation system. You have to calibrate them. If you don't never calibrate your emotions, they just gonna pop up randomly. Then you can't use that to navigate nowhere. That's like your GPS keep jumping to locations and directions.
Stop talking shit about me, bro. I'm too nice.
You teach the babies first when you feel like you mad. Stop and think about the situation and see if you should be mad.
Right.
You have to first determine that you got the right emotion for the stuff going on around you, and that's how you gonna know if you're making the right choice when you slap about somebody's mouth or not. Some people got you can't help it. In order to do what's right, sometimes you gotta punch a motherfucker in the mouth. That's just the way it is. And just because you're doing what's right, you sometimes gotta punch
I
somebody in
wanna
the mouth.
punch a lot of motherfuckers, but I don't. I ain't got they take me to jail, you hear me? I ain't going back to jail. I ain't
But
going. They lock me up quick. I ain't going.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you stay in your mother energy and do what you're supposed to, take care of them babies, they won't have no reason to take you to jail.
I know. I was talking about other people. I don't hit my kids.
No, I'm
Them
talking about in
mine.
general.
Ah,
In
okay.
general, because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
might
yeah.
have to slap somebody down, but you gonna be so right when the police get there, they gonna be like, "We ain't taking her to jail. You shouldn't have been fucking with her."
Right, right.
That's because you in the right energy.
Look, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out.
Mm-hmm. That's one in every family.
Huh?
That's one in every family.
I'm the one.
I'm the crash out in this family,
But I'm the
but I
healer.
don't crash. I ain't gonna crash out on no dumb shit though.
Nah, I speak nothing but truth. That's why motherfuckers don't like me. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You wrong. You know you was wrong. Say sorry. You heard
And
me?
you know what? As crazy as it may sound, most of the time when you talk to people like that and they know they wrong, they gonna apologize.
Yeah. If they real. But nah, these niggas ain't accountable.
Even look, even the fake ones, when you that direct and you telling the truth and
Yeah.
you tell them that you know you wrong and
Yeah.
you need to apologize, most of the time, like 8 out of 10 times, they gonna apologize if they wrong. Now
Like,
if they ain't wrong, then you might look. If they ain't wrong, then you might catch something to the mouth. They might jab you one if they right. But when you call them out and they wrong and they know they wrong, normally because you called them out, they don't want to smoke.
right.
They be like, you know what, you right. I was wrong. I ain't mean it. I was going through something with my baby mama. It had nothing to do with you. And I was taking it out on you. My bad. Right? Because you telling it's coming from the place of truth. And
Right.
one thing about falsehood, as they say in the Lord Science Temple, with truth on the manifest, falsehood flee. Right? And then you can correct somebody respectfully and they'll accept it better than if you correct them disrespectfully.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know? So I'm usually saying it ain't what you say, it's how you say it.